from them.
I think she's not run away.
How come she's not scared of loud noises like
She
fireworks?
probably was scared of. If we had a cat out there, it would be running under something, running into a safe place because cats hate loud noises.
Jamie, watch me. Don't want to fall off this. Don't go back. Don't let your feet go back and forth. Oh, you don't want to. You don't want it to rock.
That's not a safe thing to stand on, guys.
Hey.
It's like the finale.
No, it would be higher up if it was finale, I think.
I think this might be the finale. This is the finale already.
It's okay, Blackie. You wanna go inside? Are you afraid? There you go. The Lee's Resolution, also known as the Resolution for Independence, was the formal assertion passed by the Second Congressional Congress on July 2nd, 1776, which declared the establishment of a new country of united colonies as independent from the British Empire, creating what became the United States of America. News of this act was published that evening in the Pennsylvania Evening Post, and the next day in the Pennsylvania Gazette. The text of the document formally announcing this action was the Declaration of Independence, approved 2 days later on July 4, 1776, which is celebrated as Independence Day. July 2nd is also the day when the final draft of the Declaration of Independence was written. And there's your John Hancock. Bigger signature than anybody else. This picture is of the Committee of Five presenting the Declaration of Independence to the Second Congressional Congress. This was a group of 5 members who drafted and presented to the full Congress what would become America's Declaration of Independence. The Declaration Committee operated from June 11th until July 5th, the day on which the Declaration was published. July 3rd, for a third and final time, the Declaration of Independence was read before the Committee of the Whole, who scrutinized every word of the document. 2 passages in the Committee of Five's draft were rejected by the Committee of the Whole. One was a critical reference to the English people, and the other was a denunciation of the slave trade and of slavery itself. The text of the Declaration was otherwise accepted without any major changes. However, the text's formal adoption was deferred until the following morning when Congress voted its agreement during the late morning of July 4th. This song comes from a poem written by Francis Scott Key about the Battle of Baltimore, part of the War of 1812, particularly Fort McHenry. The poem was later set to the tune "To Anacreon in Heaven," which ironically is a British tune. It eventually became known as the Star-Spangled Banner, and in the 1930s was formally declared the national anthem. Fort McHenry was attacked by 19 British warships. After the initial exchange, the British warships drew away just outside the range of Fort McHenry's cannons, then proceeded to bombard the fort for 27 hours. Despite this, damage to the fort was light due to recent fortifications done before the battle. Francis Key was inspired by a large flag hoisted above the fort the next morning.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget